Upon launching the exhibition, the Uganda Museum was now open to the public to visit with the aim to bring into the view the dreams of the people who labored for the history of the country. As the exhibition enters day 2, different students from across Kampala have visited the museum to learn and have hands-on education, appreciating the past as it informs the future.
For them to learn some of the historical background of Ugandans, to get to know some of the things they are taught in classes, and they were able to see them physically.
Best sites ever, because it has a lot of things for children to learn, especially when it comes to SST. We have, there is a lot in tribe, there is a lot that is culture, there is a lot in when you look at animals, when you look at the way of life of people, when you look at the Aleman. In other words, the whole history of Uganda is here.
While guiding the students, Michael Tatiabala, a senior conservator educationist of the museum, narrates how important the museum is to the student as they pursue their education and also live in society.
This is our history, and there are certain things in life which are not taught in schools. One of the most important aspects of society are the morals. There is no single teacher or single subject called morals in school.
In an exclusive interview with BTM Television, Mr. Tatiabala says there is a great improvement in domestic tourism as people come to terms with their culture, and over 70,000 tourists visit the museum annually and 15,000 tourists visit monthly.
Visitors annually. I said I cannot compute them in terms of months because there are certain peak seasons. There are months when we have many, and then, but on average, we find that maybe a month we can take an average of about 15 to 20,000 visitors coming to us. For the foreigners, indeed, the foreigners actually come, and their most important areas of attraction are the traditional cultures.
Speaking to us about some of the challenges they face, Mr. Tatiabala pointed out religious norms and values that tend to speak ill of the culture and heritage.
One of the challenges which we previously had, and I think up to now we still have some pockets of it, our faiths tend to demonize heritage. They tend to associate it with backwardness, which is actually a mistake.
With the great history that is in this place, of what benefit is it to young students like this as we celebrate 60 years as Uganda? How much do they appreciate their history, and of what great value is it to them?
It will help us become accurate in history, and secondly, it would also help us to be students that will enjoy history.
This place has enabled me to know how our ancestors lived, the tools they used to use, and their structures, like the Dryopithecus.
This museum is important to us that when we are learning, that some topics we learn about, we have seen them here. For example, archaeology.
Education is seldom limited to the classroom, as learning experiences have the potential to happen at any waking moment. With many Ugandans born and bred in and around the capital, some have never bothered to explore the exhibits of traditional culture, archaeology, history, science, and natural history that have been preserved in the landmark whose history can be traced. Derek Kabyanga, Ashraf Unduga for BTM News Today.